welcome back. So, week 3 we're on to now since the hair transplant. As you can see, look at the bald look. Hair is kind of coming through though slowly, so you should see the scabs come off. And we're healing up. But the purpose of this video isn't to track my hair. It is to track and hold myself accountable for my fitness, keep you guys updated on where things are at since the hair transplant, and obviously since Cologne, which was the last event in April now, but in June. I've not been able to train for the last 2 weeks now. Managed to get to the gym still and basically just keep myself occupied more than anything. So what I found has been really helpful in the last 2 weeks that I've not been able to train because of the hair transplant. I found it's been really helpful to put that energy into the smaller percentage work more than anything. So paying attention to, you know, my general activity. Am I getting enough steps in the day? Keeping active, spending time on my nutrition now, tracking my food again, holding myself accountable with my calories, holding myself accountable with my supplements, making sure I'm getting all the small percentage work done, ready for obviously when I can train, which will be towards more of this week now. I'm going to start implementing a bit more intensity into my sessions. But like I said, the last 2 weeks I've managed to get to the gym still been coaching, and then I've been just being in that environment. I found it's kept the routine in rather than break it and just not go to the gym at all, just going home and staying at home and stuff. It's going to be basically the plan of attack is intensity. I need to test the waters on how I am under intensity, how the head is. I don't have to go ahead yet off the clinic, but I'm sure when they get back to me today, they will tell me I'm okay to add a bit of intensity into my training now. Just so then on Saturday I've got a bit of confidence going into the event with Craig that I can send it a bit. So today's session, I'm going to be doing a bit of plyometric work, a bit of mobility at the start. You're going to see me get into a bit of an upper body block. So bench press is going to be back in today, a bit of single arm rows, some pull-ups, incline dumbbell press, and then we're going to go into a short EMOM of station flow, just to see how I am under stations, under fatigue. So stay tuned, workout coming up. Session is being wrapped up, so I've decided to cut the session a little bit shorter than expected, just because I want to quit while I'm ahead. I mean, I felt pretty good in the session, but I was meant to do a 15-minute like EMOM, only a short like burst of station work for Saturday's hybrid games, but I just think I need to listen to my body and quit while I'm ahead, because I shouldn't really be training right now at this intensity. They've said 3 to 4 weeks before I go back to exercise, which is mad for me. I've never spent that long in my life without training. I say life, literally since I was 16. I think the longest I've ever gone without training in that space of time has been like a week max, maybe 10 days. So to think that they want me to wait 3 to 4 weeks is just crazy. Now, of course, if you've seen some of my previous videos or in any of my stories, you'll have seen I have done a bit of light activity in the gym, but this is the 3rd week now. We're coming into week 3 now. I need to up the intensity and just test the waters. So I'm going to do it gradually. I'm going to go back in the gym tomorrow, do some light, steady bike with some more mobility, and then try out that 15-minute EMOM at the end of that and see how we go. But like I say, I need to just remember where I'm at, what my priority is. Hybrid games, obviously I want to do well, but I also want to make sure my hair grows back nicely. That is the priority. So Holly's on her assault bike. I don't think you'll see her. There she is, having a great time. Go on the girl. So yeah, she's working hard, I'm skiving. But interesting, what I really enjoyed today was coming in, and like I've said previously, is being able to spend time on the small stuff that we ignore, or we know we should be doing but we don't. So having that bit of extra time to do some mobility at the start of my workout, you know, spend some time stretching and some time on some plyometrics, which for those who don't know, I used to play basketball when I was like 16. Not properly, like it was just with a few mates. That was what we did over the summers, and I couldn't jump at all, and I'm pretty short, so it's a bit of a bad basketball player really, unless you can build some power. So that was my incentive to add plyometrics into my training back then. Studied the game, learned a lot about plyometrics and added them in, and I've seen some big results from it. So ever since then, I've managed to maintain my power output out of my feet and my jumps. So it was nice to touch on them today, because at the end of the day, those who don't know, plyometrics really complement any kind of performance that you're doing within sport, but also just all-round fitness. I'm not going to go into the key benefits right now, but for those who know, basically they help you with your power output, they help you with sports performance, they help you prevent injury with joint support, and there's something that you should just really include into your training that we don't do enough of. So that was probably the highlight of my session today, and it was nice to do it and know I've still got them hops, still can jump if I need to. So yeah, stay tuned. The week's going to be quite long, I think, because I'm waiting to hear if I got the all clear to compete on Saturday from the consultant. I don't know how I'm going to take the advice if they tell me I can't compete. That's the tough bit, but I'll keep you updated, guys. Stay tuned. G'day mate, we're back in bloody business. That was my Australian accent. New character unlocked with a hat. Baldy episode, don't know how many now, but yeah, we're on getting to week 3 and we're looking alright, feeling alright. But anyway, the purpose of this is we are 1 day out. Hybrid games tomorrow. Oh, it's feeling real. Feeling very real. So me and Craig are first on in the morning, 9:30, and then everybody else will be following in suit. The lads are all on the same similar time, so within like the hour of me and Craig starting, all the rest of the boys are going to be doing it too. So it's going to be fun to share the dance floor with them all. Really is. I know that they're out to take me and Craig. They're going to try and take us on the laps, and right now I welcome that, because I don't know how I'm even going to be on the day tomorrow. Since Monday now, the clinic reached out to me and basically said I shouldn't really be doing the event because of the intensity of it. But they also said with it being a one-off, one-time thing, I should be all right at the same time. Just make sure I rest before it and also rest after it. So because of that, I've not been able to have a week of training at all this week. All I've done is just go on the bike, nice and light. And then I tried a little session last night. I did like literally a 20-minute EMOM flow through the stations. Dumbbell snatches, wall balls, lunges and burpee broad jumps. Felt pretty good, but had some cramping happen at the end of the session. Purely just probably because my legs weren't used to that intensity all of a sudden after 3 weeks. And then today I woke up feeling bloody broken. Felt like it was my first ever leg day. So it's not been great. But you know what? This event is all about just literally going in and trying out something new. It's the first ever hybrid games. So it's going to be really cool just to see the format and how different it is to High Rocks, even though it's very similar. The station orders all over the place, completely different in terms of finishing on the sled on 90 meters, so another 40 meters on top of your sled push in High Rocks. The assault bike being at the start and 600-meter runs are going to be so much more intense. But I've got my partner always. My bro is going to be doing it with me, Craig, and he's been having a good training block, to be fair. He's feeling good for it, so he's going to do it all, and I'm just going to tag along. That's the plan. Survive is the plan for me, and hopefully don't get injured. Now, we haven't even discussed how we're going to split these stations or anything yet. That just shows how relaxed we are and how we're not really looking at this as a massive event where we want to... Obviously, we want to do well. We're going to send it, but we're not taking it too serious. Probably going to have a call with him tonight and just go over rough splits on the stations, how we're going to share the workload to the best of our ability and work to each other's strengths and weaknesses. So if you're doing any events in doubles, definitely recommend doing this. Just make sure... I think he's calling me now, actually. Yeah, he is. I'll call him back in a bit. Just make sure that you have that conversation of, who's stronger at the runs, who's stronger on what station, and work to your best of your abilities by sharing that workload nicely between each other. Other than that, like I say, we're just going to have a full day tomorrow. I'll try and get some clips of the event and the run through. I need to charge my bloody camera. This battery just gets rinsed. And then make sure, like I say, I document as much as I can whilst also being part of it. A lot of my clients are racing. I want to be there for them. A lot of Hull's clients are racing, and a lot of the team of Modified are racing too. So it's going to be such a good day. Stressed about competing, but I'm not that bothered at the same time. I want to enjoy the day and be there and provide the energy for the gang. And that's the main thing. All right. So stay tuned and I will keep you updated tomorrow. Let's go.